Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to take digital privacy, which, let's be honest, usually feels like a massive chore, and flip it into your ultimate playbook for future success. If you're a student navigating the modern web, your online identity is just as real as your physical one. Sometimes it's even more so. Every single like, post, and connection shapes how the world sees you. So today we're going to make absolutely sure that the image you project is exactly the one you actually want.
So, ask yourself right now, is your digital life truly yours? Are you actually in the driver's seat here? Or are you just leaving this massive trail of data for others to collect, judge, and use? In our hyper-connected world, it is incredibly easy to lose control. But the good news? Taking that power back is entirely within your reach. To get us there, we're going to tackle 4 key areas today. First up, the permanent digital footprint. Then, we'll look at the future job filter. Third, fortifying your digital defenses. And finally, protecting your financial data online.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, the permanent digital footprint. We're talking about guarding your contact info, connections, and photos.
Look, we all know this, but it really bears repeating. What you post online pretty much stays online forever. It's your permanent public picture. Every post, every comment, yep, even that incredibly cringy forum comment from 3 years ago. All of this data converges to paint a picture of who you are. Now, this makes your digital footprint a remarkably powerful tool for networking and opportunity, sure. But man, it also means it requires some serious active management so it doesn't expose you to unnecessary risks.
So, let's talk about 3 things you need to guard immediately, literally right now. Number 1, personal contact info. Your home address, your phone number. Keep them off public feeds. They are absolute gold mines for identity thieves. Number 2, strangers' requests. Stranger danger definitely applies online. Accepting randoms opens your network up to fake profiles and highly targeted phishing attacks. Just don't do it. And 3, private photos. The second a photo is out there, you completely lose control over it. Even if you hit delete, someone else might have already taken a screenshot.
Moving on to Section 2, the future job filter. This is all about navigating the unspoken background check.
As students stepping into the job market, you really need to hear this. Employers increasingly view a candidate's public online presence as an unspoken background check. Before you even walk into an interview room, hiring managers are already scrolling your TikTok, your Insta, your LinkedIn. They view your footprint as a direct reflection of your judgment and your potential fit within their company culture. It is happening behind the scenes every single day.
Basically, employers are on an investigative mission, hunting for 3 big red flags. First, professionalism and judgment. They're actively looking for bad language, illegal acts, or even just you publicly complaining about a former boss. Big yikes, right? Second is consistency and honesty. If your resume says one thing, but your other profiles suggest an entirely different background, that is grounds for immediate disqualification. And third, security risks. If your profile is completely public and lists your pet's name, your birthday, and your hometown, employers just see a liability. They see someone whose passwords can probably be guessed in about 5 seconds, making you a weak spot for their entire corporate network.
But hey, you don't just have to sit back and hope for the best. You can take control right now. Audit your profiles. Put on the hat of a ruthless hiring manager. Sit down and search your own name. Dig through the first 2 pages of results. If you see literally anything, a weird tag, an embarrassing post that you wouldn't want a future boss to see, delete it or untag yourself immediately. Make sure your online presence works for you, not against you.
The real trick here is compartmentalization. Think of it like having 2 totally separate lives online. Your personal profile, that needs the strictest privacy settings possible. Lock it down to friends only, though honestly, you should still operate under the assumption that a future employer might somehow see it anyway. Then you have your professional zone, like your LinkedIn. This space needs to be absolutely immaculate, up-to-date, and 100% consistent with your resume. By splitting these up, you get to actively control the narrative that recruiters see first.
Okay, Section 3, fortifying your digital defenses. Let's talk passwords and privacy settings.
We've got to talk about passwords, because reusing them is easily one of the most common and dangerous mistakes out there. The rule is simple. Unique passwords act like unique keys for each door. Think about it. If a hacker breaches just one obscure random forum where you used your standard password, and you use that same password for everything, well, they now have the keys to your email, your bank, and your school portal. Treating them as unique keys ensures a breach in one place stops dead right at that door.
Now, before you panic about memorizing 50 different crazy passwords, don't worry, you don't have to. You just need a password manager. It's basically a secure digital vault.
You only have to remember one master password, and the manager handles the rest, creating, storing, and organizing highly complex, unique passwords for every single site you visit. It is, without a doubt, the easiest way to massively upgrade your security with practically zero effort.
You also need to proactively check your privacy settings. Here's the thing. Social apps and websites inherently default to less private settings because, well, they want to encourage maximum sharing. You have to actively fight that default. Go in and regularly review who can see your posts, your real-time location, and your personal details. But limiting that visibility, you're effectively blocking strangers and data brokers who are constantly trying to build covert profiles on you.
All right, final stretch. Section 4, protecting financial data online. We're focusing on smart spending and cookie management.
If you're buying textbooks, subscribing to software, or just shopping online a lot, here's a massive shield for your bank account. Don't use your high-limit primary card for everyday web stuff. It's a huge risk if there's a data breach. Instead, designate a separate, low-limit credit card specifically for internet transactions. That way, if a site you buy from gets compromised, your risk is super limited and your main, higher-limit cards stay completely safe.
And that brings us to your everyday browsing habits. You know that little pop-up banner you get every single time you visit a new website? It actually brings up a huge question about your internet usage. Who exactly is tracking your browsing?
Yeah, we need to talk about cookies, and definitely not the good kind. These are small data files tracking your habits and preferences. Now, some are essential just to make the website function, but third-party cookies? Those are the ones that allow advertisers and data brokers to silently build incredibly detailed, hidden profiles of your behavior. Always hit Customize Preferences and reject those third-party cookies. It puts a swift stop to that unnecessary tracking, and it literally just takes a few extra seconds.
Your digital life is an incredible asset. By taking these proactive steps, guarding your footprint, splitting up your personal and professional profiles, using a password manager, and managing your financial data, you can navigate the web with total confidence. But as we wrap up this explainer, it really all boils down to this. If your online presence is essentially your permanent resume, are you proud to hand it in? The choice of what you do next with your digital life is entirely up to you.